And I'm just wondering, are you of the school of thought that once somebody gets one, it's going to get contagious and they're going to start getting them in bunches?
Yeah, that's normally the saying. So we're trying. We're just trying to get that first one, and then I feel like the rest will follow. Just like you were just saying, we had some opportunities in the first 2 games. I know I had 2 myself. In my head, if I want to be the player I want to be, I got to bring at least one of those in. So I just feel like, just like you just said, once we get one, they should start flowing in.
In talking to Shaq last week, he said that you and him had the longest conversation on the plane ride back. Now looking back at what you guys were able to build upon from that conversation this Sunday, what's the conversation heading into week 3?
Just the same thing, just trying to just make the most out of those opportunities when they do present themselves. I feel like we're making good plays on the ball, but to really be the game changers we want to be, we need to bring the ball back to the sideline. We just need to, and that's just playing complementary football. Offense is going to do what the offense does. The special team is going to do what the special team does. We have a standard that we like to hold ourselves to, and we're trying to meet that standard. So,
what do you see out of Murray and Hopkins and this offense?
Bunch of weapons. Just a bunch of weapons. A bunch of guys who can win their one-on-ones. A bunch of guys who can make plays in space. So I feel like a big key for this game is just really tackling in space and not letting, a 6, 7, 8-yard game turn into a 60-yard game.
They've got a quarterback who you've seen some guys who can move around a little bit the first 2 weeks, but he's kind of a different
he's
sort,
different.
isn't he?
Yeah. He's definitely different. More so what the QBs are going to, nowadays in the NFL, those more just scramble guys who can make plays outside of the pocket as well and downfield. So it's going to be a great challenge because you have a guy like that back there, so you have to account for him, and then you have to account for their receiving core across the board, which is just filled with talent and, in my opinion, and speed. So it'll be a great challenge, but I mean, this is what we're professionals, so I'm excited for the challenge. I'm always excited for a big challenge like this, a new challenge like this. This is my first time playing Kyler Murray and D-Hop on the same team, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
I was going to say, so have you faced D-Hop when he was with the Texans? Or
I did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I 2 years ago, we faced them over in L.A., and it was a close game. I actually ended up having to pick that game, and it got called back from something up front. But it's not my first time seeing him, but like I said, he is an all-pro guy. He is a guy who's very capable any Sunday to be on. So
When you got those kind of weapons, how do you keep one eye on him and one eye on him?
just everybody has to trust each other. Trust that he's going to handle him out here. Trust that these guys are going to handle him up here, and just trust, the other side. Not trying to jump out of a gap or trying to help someone we don't need it there. Just knowing what we're supposed to do at that moment, in that moment. And really just, if you're responsible for this guy, be responsible for that guy, not, 10 others.
Have teams had success spying on Kyler Murray with a linebacker or a safety?
From what we've seen, not really. But it does slow him down a bit. But I mean, like I said, it's just a challenge that we're looking forward to, and we'll see if we can, kind of do some stuff like that. We're still digging into our game plan and trying to see how we're going to handle a guy like that. So. Still
a rotation, the safety spot opposite you. What have you seen from the rest of the position group? Is that's still kind of balancing itself out?
Yeah, I see competitiveness. Just that's why they're rotating like that. In my opinion, they're very competitive. Both of those guys in that spot, meaning Dewey and Andrew Cisco, and Andre. I'm sorry, I'm having a. But both of them been making great quality plays. They're gonna keep rotating until one of them can really, solidify the spot and pull off from one. So.
Do you feel like last week was a step in the right direction for the defense?
Oh, absolutely. So in my opinion, we picked it up tremendously from game 1 to game 2. I had 3 emphases that I told the defense that I saw in my, from me, just looking out, upon the defense. One thing was our energy. We had to keep our energy throughout the entire game. The second was keeping 7 points off the board, or keeping at least 4 points off the board, if they did get in our red zone. Just playing really stout, good red zone defense. And then, the last one was turnovers, and we're still carrying that last one. Really, all 3 of them from week to week, we're really carrying those things over.
Urban said that he thinks this team just needs a spark.
Absolutely.
How do you create a spark without trying too hard to create a spark?
Just like that goes back to what I said earlier. Everybody just has to trust one another, do their job, and the plays will come. It's just how this game has always been, how this game is. The plays are going to come. We can't have guys just over-eager trying to do something they're not supposed to do and then really costing us, a big play or the game. So just really just trusting each other. It just goes back down to trust and just doing your job.
There's some similarities between the 2 franchises. They had a college coach, Kingsbury. They get the #1 overall pick, Kyler Murray. You guys are similar boat here, and they had some growing pains early, and then now
Right.
you guys maybe see yourselves going the same direction.
I'm not really too familiar with Arizona, honestly. One thing I can see from film, just like you said, was they're really college based, just as terms of calling plays. You see motions all over the place, weird formations everywhere, literally just weird stuff, and it's literally just trying to get someone to think about this when they're really trying to go here. It just goes back to what I said earlier again. Just do your job, trust that he's gonna handle that. It may look funky or whatever, but it'll play out.
Is it hard to, or in a game like this against a guy like Kyler Murray, you might have to cover for 4 or 5, maybe even 6 seconds every once in a while. So how hard would it be, or is it going to be, not to get discouraged if you've got good coverage for 4 seconds, but something happens and they're able to make a play? I mean, that's going to probably happen, right? You just got to live with it.
Oh, absolutely, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If I sat here and told you it's not gonna happen, I'll be a liar. It's gonna happen. They're all pros on that side of the ball. There's Pro Bowls on that side of the ball. There's professionals on that side of the ball that get paid just like we do. We just have to make our plays when they do come to us. We understand that we may be in coverage for 6 seconds one time or 2 or 3 times, but the other 65 times we aren't. We have to really be on our stuff.
What's a talent that DeAndre has that sets him apart from other receivers? Is there one thing he does? He's not the fastest guy. He's pretty fast, but what makes it difficult to cover him?
He's just reliable. He's just you can just tell he goes about his business the right way. He's a true professional. He catches the ball. I will say, if the ball is anywhere near him, he does a very good job of bringing it in. But we got some guys who can compete with him and make it hard for him. So, like I said, we're looking forward to that Sunday.
All good. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you.